Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going deep into finance,
Ooh, finance.
but with a twist.
Okay, I like twists.
We're looking at artificial intelligence,
AI.
specifically how generative AI is changing things up.
Yeah, for companies and researchers.
Both.
Really fascinating stuff.
It is. And you know what's crazy?
What?
This isn't some far-off thing.
Right.
It's happening right now.
Oh, absolutely happening right now.
Look, ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah, ChatGPT, when that launched in late 2022.
Yeah, end of 2022.
Total shockwaves through the market.
Huge.
Huge.
Okay, so ChatGPT, big deal, we get it.
Yeah.
But we've got some research to really break this down.
Okay, I love it.
We've got Eisfeldt and Schubert.
Eisfeldt and Schubert.
They're economists.
Okay.
And they dove deep into how ChatGPT impacted company valuations.
Ooh, interesting.
And we're going to explore how AI is actually changing how financial research is done.
So it's like giving researchers a whole new toolbox?
Exactly. New tools, new possibilities. So ChatGPT,
Yeah.
huge turning point.
Absolutely.
I mean, it really brought the potential of generative AI into the spotlight.
Yeah, it was like everyone suddenly understood.
Right.
Like, oh, wow, this is real. This is powerful.
And the market reacted almost instantly.
Oh, yeah, instantly.
It was like investors suddenly woke up and said, wait a minute,
This is the real deal.
AI is the real deal. We need to get in on this.
We got to figure this out.
Exactly.
And you know, Eisfeldt and Schubert, they found that companies with high exposure to generative AI, you know, the ones that are really poised to benefit.
Right, the ones who are going to ride this wave.
Exactly. They saw their stock values jump.
Jump significantly.
Oh, yeah, compared to those with low exposure.
Big difference.
Huge. And they even created these portfolios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they called them artificial and human
Okay, I like that.
to track this. And the results are pretty dramatic.
So we're talking like a massive tech shock.
Oh, yeah,
Similar to the arrival of the internet or the smartphone.
totally.
This is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
But hold on, how did they even measure a company's exposure to AI?
That's a great question.
Because that seems really tricky,
It is tricky.
especially with a technology that's evolving so rapidly.
Right.
Like, how do you even define that?
Yeah, it's a moving target.
Exactly.
But Eisfeldt and Schubert, they took a really clever approach.
Okay, how'd they do it?
They focused on how susceptible different job tasks are to automation by AI.
Okay, so like, could a robot do your job kind of thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they use this database called OneNet.
OneNet.
It describes all the tasks involved in various occupations.
Oh, wow. So they basically looked at whether AI could potentially automate the tasks that people are currently doing.
Precisely.
And based on that, they could figure out which companies were most likely to benefit from AI.
Exactly. Because if your company is doing a lot of tasks that AI can automate,
You're in a good position
you're in good position to benefit.
to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So they found that a lot of tasks in finance are exposed to AI.
A surprising number. Yeah. Finance occupations actually have almost double the average exposure compared to other white-collar jobs.
Well, that's a lot.
It is significant.
So are companies like shouting from the rooftops about their AI capabilities?
Some are.
Because it seems like, the new .com bubble,
The dot-com boom.
where investors are scrambling for a piece of the AI pie.
Yeah, you could say that.
So if a company can show they've got a strong AI strategy,
Right.
they're probably going to attract more investment.
Yeah.
It's like a key differentiator now.
It's becoming essential.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about the people.
Right, the human element.
What about the jobs? Are robots coming for our finance gigs?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting.
Hey, light on me.
Eisfeldt and Schubert's research suggests that higher-paying finance jobs might actually be less affected,
Really?
at least initially.
That's counterintuitive.
It is.
I thought AI was supposed to threaten those high-skilled jobs the most.
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
But those high-paying finance jobs, they often require a lot of analytical skills.
Right. Financial modeling, data analysis.
Exactly, and AI excels at those things.
So the robots are coming for the entry-level jobs first.
Not necessarily. It's more nuanced than that.
Okay, so explain it to me.
AI could actually level the playing field in finance.
What do you mean?
If AI can automate those more basic analytical tasks,
Right.
it could reduce the impact of inherent skill differences between workers.
So it's like AI is taking over the grunt work
Exactly.
so that humans can focus on the more strategic high-level thinking.
That's the idea.
So maybe the robots aren't taking over just yet,
Not yet.
but AI is definitely changing the game.
Big time.
And we need to move beyond just the fear of job displacement.
Absolutely.
AI is changing other aspects of companies too,
Yeah, for sure.
like how they think about finance.
Right.
So will companies with lots of AI-driven intangible assets rely more on equity or debt?
That's a big question.
Those are crucial questions.
They are.
So the robots are coming for our balance sheets now.
Well, not the robots themselves, but definitely AI.
Okay.
It's going to have a huge impact on all these areas.
And investments, too.
Of course.
AI could be a game changer for investments.
It already is.
Imagine letting an AI pick your stocks.
Some people already do.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. So AI could help make investment decisions more efficient.
absolutely, especially in capital budgeting,
Okay.
by reducing uncertainty.
And there's research on this.
Yeah, Feldkamp and Chung have done some really interesting work on this.
So the big picture here is that AI is not just a tool for finance professionals.
Right.
It's a force that's reshaping the entire financial landscape,
Absolutely.
from individual jobs to company valuations to the very way we invest.
It's a fundamental shift.
And that's why it's so important to understand these shifts,
It's crucial.
because it can help you make more informed decisions
About your career,
about your investments.
about your future.
Now, we've talked about how AI is affecting companies, but it's also changing how financial research is done.
That's right.
It's like having a superpowered research assistant.
I like that analogy.
So one of the most powerful tools AI brings to research
Yeah.
is this concept of embeddings.
Embeddings.
Okay, embeddings.
Yeah.
My brain's starting to hurt a little,
It's a mind-bending concept.
but I think I'm getting it.
Okay, good.
Can you break that down for us?
Sure, imagine you're trying to analyze a company's earnings call.
Okay, pages and pages of text.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to read all that.
Well, embeddings let AI turn that text into numbers.
That capture the meaning.
So it's like translating English into a secret code that computers understand.
That's a great way to put it.
So instead of reading through all those earnings calls,
Right.
we can just look at the numbers.
Well, not quite. The numbers themselves don't mean much to us,
Okay.
but they allow computers to analyze the information in a way that wasn't possible before.
Oh, I see. We can compare companies based on their earnings calls, cluster them into groups, even predict stock movements.
So it's like AI is giving us a whole new way of looking at finance.
Exactly.
It's taking all this complex data and making it understandable.
And actionable.
And it's not just about embeddings.
Right.
AI can also do text classification
Like analyzing thousands of earnings calls in a flash.
to understand market trends.
Or individual companies.
It's mind-blowing how much data we can now analyze thanks to AI.
It's a game changer.
It's like we've given researchers a superpower.
They can analyze qualitative data at a scale that was previously impossible.
And it's not just about analyzing existing data.
Right.
LLMs, the technology behind ChatGPT,
Yeah.
they can even simulate human behavior.
It's pretty amazing.
Hold on, simulate human behavior. That's getting into some serious sci-fi territory.
You know, right?
So are you telling me that researchers can basically create virtual humans to run experiments?
In a way, yes.
What?
Researchers are using LLMs to simulate survey responses, test financial theories, even predict how people might react in different economic scenarios.
So it's like we're building virtual worlds to test out our financial theories.
That's pretty cool.
That's incredible.
It is?
But it also raises a big question.
What's that?
Is AI a threat or a tool for researchers?
That's the million-dollar question.
It seems like it could be both.
I think it is both.
It's a tool that can amplify our abilities, help us make groundbreaking discoveries,
Absolutely.
but it also has the potential to be misused.
That's true of any powerful technology.
So the line between human and machine is definitely blurring,
It is.
and that's raising all sorts of ethical questions.
About authorship, intellectual ownership.
The very nature of research,
It's a new era of research.
where humans and machines are working together.
But we need to make sure that humans are still in the driver's seat.
I completely agree.
We need to be mindful of the ethical implications
Absolutely.
and ensure that AI is used responsibly.
This is just the beginning.
We're still in the early stages.
We've only just scratched the surface of what AI can do.
There's so much more to come.
This has been an incredible deep dive so far,
It has.
but we're just getting started.
Stay tuned for part 2.
We'll be back with even more insights into the world of AI and finance. So we just went deep into AI and
You
finance.
have a lot to unpack there.
It's clear that AI is already making waves,
Big waves.
but like any powerful tool,
Right.
there are two sides.
Absolutely. There are always challenges and opportunities.
We need to be smart about how we use AI
Yeah, we can't just blindly adopt it.
and understand the potential pitfalls.
Right, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Exactly. So what are some of those challenges? What should we be aware of?
Well, one challenge is that AI models can sometimes feel like a black box.
A black box.
It's not always clear how they're arriving at their conclusions.
So we might get an answer from an AI,
Right.
but we don't really know how it got there.
Yeah, it can be a bit unsettling.
Sounds a little unsettling.
It's important to understand the limitations of AI models.
Right.
And not just take their output at face value.
So, for example,
Yeah,
if an AI model tells us that a certain company is a good investment,
right.
we need to dig deeper and understand why the model is saying that.
Exactly. Like, what's the reasoning behind it?
Is it based on solid financial data?
Right.
Or is it picking up on some random pattern that doesn't actually mean anything?
Exactly. We need to be critical thinkers.
So we can't just blindly trust the AI.
No, we need to use our own judgment and expertise
To make sure the AI is on the right track,
to validate its finding.
we need to be the ones in control.
In the driver's seat.
What other challenges should we be aware of?
Another challenge is bias.
Bias.
AI models can be biased.
How so?
Well, if the data used to train the model is biased,
Okay.
then the model itself will be biased.
Oh, wow. That's a big concern.
It is.
We don't want AI perpetuating existing inequalities.
Especially in the financial system. We need to be very careful about the data we use.
So it needs to be representative
Of the real world.
of the real world.
There are techniques for mitigating bias,
Okay.
but it's an ongoing challenge.
It sounds like a lot of responsibility comes with using AI in finance.
It does.
We need to use it ethically.
And responsibly.
But despite these challenges,
Yeah.
the opportunities that AI presents are huge.
They are massive.
We can't let these challenges scare us away.
No, we need to embrace the potential.
The potential for AI to revolutionize finance is just massive.
It's transformative.
Think about all the ways AI could improve efficiency,
Reduce costs.
manage risk,
Make better investment decisions.
detect fraud
Even personalize financial services.
to a whole new level.
It's exciting.
And as AI continues to evolve,
Right.
the possibilities will only grow.
The potential is limitless.
It's mind-boggling to think about what the future holds.
It is.
So how can we prepare for this future of finance
That's the key question.
and the age of AI?
What can we do to stay ahead of the curve?
What do we need to do?
Well, first and foremost, we need to embrace lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning.
The finance industry is changing rapidly.
So we need to constantly update our skills.
It's like riding a wave.
If you stop paddling, you're going to wipe out.
Exactly. We need to be adaptable
And willing to learn new things.
throughout our careers.
And we need to develop a strong understanding of AI.
Absolutely.
Even if we're not data scientists ourselves,
Right.
we need to know how AI works
And how it can be applied.
in finance.
Exactly. We need to be AI literate.
AI literate, I like that.
We need to be comfortable with the technology.
Understand how it's changing the world around us.
It's essential.
It's also important to stay curious.
Absolutely.
The world of AI is constantly evolving.
There are always new developments.
New things to explore.
That's what makes it so exciting.
AI is pushing the boundaries.
Of what's possible.
It's fascinating to watch it unfold.
It is.
So let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about some specific examples of how AI is being used in financial research.
Sure.
I'm particularly interested in how AI is being used to analyze all that textual data out there.
Textual data.
Earnings call transcripts,
Right.
news articles,
Social media posts.
all of that stuff.
It's a goldmine of information.
And AI is the perfect tool for mining it.
It is.
It would be impossible for humans to analyze it all manually.
We'd be drowning in data.
Exactly.
But AI can sift through it all
In a fraction of the time
and uncover insights.
that humans might miss.
Exactly.
So can you give us some examples of how AI is being used to analyze textual data in finance?
Sure, one example is sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis.
AI can analyze the tone of textual data
Okay.
and determine whether it's positive, negative, or neutral.
So we could use AI to see how investors are reacting to a company's earnings announcement.
Exactly.
Or we could use it to track market sentiment over time.
And see how it's affecting stock prices.
That's powerful stuff. What other types of text analysis can AI do?
Well, AI can also identify topics and themes.
Oh.
This is called topic modeling.
Topic modeling.
So we could use AI to see what the most common topics are in earnings, called transcripts,
Or news articles.
about a particular industry.
And this could give us insights into what's driving the market.
Exactly.
This is all very impressive.
It is.
But I have a question.
Okay.
How do we know that the AI is doing a good job?
That's a great question.
How do we validate its findings?
Right.
We were talking about AI being a black box earlier.
Yeah.
So how do we know we can trust what it's telling us?
Well, one way to validate AI findings is to compare them to human judgments.
So we could have humans analyze a sample of the data
Right.
and see if their conclusions match the AI's conclusions.
Exactly.
And if there's agreement.
Then that gives us more confidence in the AI.
What if there's disagreement?
Then we need to dig deeper.
Figure out why.
Why the AI is making different judgments.
Maybe the AI is picking up on something that humans are missing.
Or maybe the AI is biased.
So it's an iterative process.
It is.
We need to constantly evaluate the AI.
And make sure it's performing as expected.
And as AI continues to evolve,
Right.
we'll need to develop even more sophisticated validation techniques.
Absolutely.
It sounds like we're entering a whole new world of financial analysis,
We are.
where humans and machines are working together.
It's a collaboration.
This has been a fascinating discussion so far,
It has.
but I'm eager to hear more about the cutting-edge applications of AI in finance.
We'll dive into those in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay, we're back.
Back for more AI and finance.
Ready to wrap up our deep dive.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
The impact of AI on companies' research jobs.
All the big stuff.
But now it's time for the really exciting stuff.
A cutting edge.
The cutting-edge applications of AI
The future of finance.
that are shaping the future of finance.
Let's do it.
So let's jump right in. Okay, robo-advisors.
Robo-advisor.
I've heard a lot about them.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of buzz.
But to be honest, I'm still not quite sure what they are.
Sure. So basically, think of robo-advisors as personalized financial advice,
Okay.
but without the human advisor.
So like an AI advisor.
Exactly. They're AI-powered platforms
Okay.
that use algorithms to create investment portfolios
Okay.
tailored to your specific goals.
Goals, risk tolerance, time horizon.
All of that.
So it's like having a personal financial advisor
In your pocket,
in my pocket.
but way more affordable.
That's appealing.
They can handle things like portfolio rebalancing,
Balance.
tax loss harvesting,
Okay.
even retirement planning.
Wow, so they can do a lot.
And because they're powered by AI,
Yeah.
they can offer these services at a fraction of the cost.
Compared to a human advisor.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
It is.
It sounds like robo-advisors could make financial advice accessible to everyone,
That's the idea.
not just the wealthy.
Democratizing investing.
Empowering individuals to take control of their financial futures.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
It is.
And robo-advisors are just one example.
Right.
AI is also making waves in institutional investing.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
So hedge funds,
Asset managers.
big investment firms,
They're all using AI.
I bet they're using it to make a ton of money.
You bet they are. They're using AI to analyze massive amounts of data.
From all sorts of sources.
News articles, social media posts.
Satellite images, even weather patterns.
To identify investment opportunities.
That's next level stuff.
It's like having a team of analysts working around the clock
Scanning the globe.
for the next big thing.
But AI isn't just about analyzing data.
Right.
It's also being used to execute trades.
Algorithmic trading.
Algorithmic trading. That's where AI really takes the wheel.
These AI-powered systems can buy and sell securities,
At lightning speed.
often without any human intervention.
It's like high-frequency trading on steroids.
It's incredibly fast.
I've heard stories about algorithms making millions of dollars in seconds.
It's a high-stakes game.
It sounds like it.
Algorithmic trading is increasing liquidity,
Okay.
reducing transaction costs.
Making markets more efficient.
But it's also raising concerns.
Right.
Market volatility.
Okay.
The potential for flash crashes.
So it's a powerful tool,
It is.
but it needs to be used responsibly.
Like any technology.
We need to be mindful of the risks.
And put safeguards in place.
Now let's talk about something that really excites me.
What's that?
The potential for AI to create a more inclusive financial system.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's what I want to hear about.
How can AI make finance more accessible to everyone?
Exactly. For too long,
Access to financial services.
has been limited to a privileged few.
But AI has the potential to change that,
To level the playing field.
to break down the barriers.
That have kept people out of the financial system.
Exactly.
So how can AI do that?
Well, AI can be used to assess creditworthiness,
Okay.
provide microloans
And even offer financial education.
to underserved communities,
So imagine a world where everyone has access to the financial tools they need.
regardless of their background or income.
That's a powerful vision.
It is.
And AI can help us achieve it.
AI has the potential to transform finance for the better,
To make it more inclusive.
more equitable.
That's what I love about AI.
Me too.
It has the potential to solve some of the world's biggest problems
It's up to us to harness that potential.
and use AI for good.
Absolutely.
This has been an incredible journey.
It has.
We've explored the past, present, and future of AI in finance.
From the basics to the cutting edge.
And it's clear that AI is not just a trend.
It's a revolution.
It's a revolution that's here to stay.
And it's only going to get bigger.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners?
What should they do to prepare?
Embrace lifelong learning.
Stay curious.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
The future of finance is being written right now.
And AI is playing a starring role.
So get involved.
Stay informed, stay engaged.
Or stay ahead of the curve.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI and finance.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.